So we're going to be testing relative motion, which is the calculation of a moving object compared with another moving object. And we're going to be testing this 3 different ways while moving.
The objects that we're going to be dropping are paint, keys, and a marker. This paper is going to mark the spot where we're going to drop the objects over. We're going to try to drop them over this black line so that it's consistent every time. For every experiment, you have to have a control. So in order to have something to compare our results to, we are going to be standing still and dropping the objects over the black line as well. Our hypothesis is that each of the objects, despite their mass, will all land on the black line, or relatively around there. The only way that the objects would land either above or below would be due to human error.
Okay, so the first object that we are going to drop is the paint, and due to gravity, and since I'm standing still, it should drop somewhere near the black line. As you can see, it dropped on the black line. Now, our next object is a set of keys. It's of a different mass, but it still should land near the black line. As you can see, it landed on the black line. And our last object is going to be a Sharpie marker. Still a different mass, but it should land on the black line. And as you can see, it once again landed on the black line.
Now, Rachel is going to do the experiment while jogging at a consistent pace. First, she is dropping the paint. Next, she is dropping the keys. Now she is dropping the marker.
As you can see, all of the objects, the paint, the Sharpie, and the keys all landed relatively close to the black line. They didn't land as close as when the objects were dropped standing still, but they're still really close, and that's because we had a person, running, not a machine that was able to drop it right over the black line.
Okay, so our initial hypothesis was that even though one object is moving forward, a second object, when dropped straight down, will fall down despite its mass. So in conclusion, our experiment showed that mass has little effect on relative motion. Science.
Go.
So our initial hypothesis was that when one object is moving forward and a second object is dropped straight down. What? I didn't even know what I was saying there. I was like, we're going to be testing. Is it following me?
Yes. Yeah. It goes like this. That's totally going to be in the bloopers.
If you were recording?
Oh yeah.
It landed right in the paint.
Right in there!
Oppan Gangnam Style.